Hi, it's Jo from YogaJo, and I'm so glad you could join me on this freezing cold day. So we're going to be working into spinal care. Obviously, it's great for keeping your spine in its best possible position and looking after the rest of the body. So we're going to really work the rest of the body, but look after the spine while we do it. So let's begin. I want you to lie yourself down onto your back, bring your knees together, your feet apart to the edge of the mat, and relax yourself down. Allow your hands to just rest upwards and close your eyes. As you settle yourself down, thank yourself for being here. Just set your intentions for today's class. Nice deep breathing in and out through your nose, just focusing on your breath. So as you breathe nice and deeply, the health of your spine is key to the health of your entire body. So this whole class will be incorporating various standing, strengthening poses, balancing poses, core stability, and seated stretches. And these various yoga poses will help with supporting, healing, restoring, lengthening, and stretching the functions of your spine. So just with your eyes closed, a little saying for us to begin with. Yoga is the fountain of youth. You're only as strong as your spine is flexible. Just keeping your eyes closed. And then slowly bring your hands together. Welcome to yoga, everybody. Let's take our arms up and big stretch up to the ceiling. Exhaling, bringing the arms down. Once again, arms lifting up. And exhaling, bringing the arms down. Bringing your feet in line with your tailbones. And your knees in line with your hips. Having your hands down flat onto the floor, we're going to tilt the pelvis in and start to lift the pelvis up to the ceiling, lifting up, stretch, and let's hold here for a moment. And slowly start to come back down. Once again, let's lift all the way up, hold here, and slowly come back down. We'll do a little bit more, but with a little bit more force. So let's bring your feet closer towards your buttocks bones, hands down onto the floor, and slowly start to lift up tall, stretch into it. Let's bring our hands together behind our backs, clasp them, straightening into the arms, chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha, and hold it here, stretch. Take your hands up to the side, palms up, work off the shoulders and slowly come down one vertebra at a time. We're going to lift our toes, so push into your heels, feel your nice shins. And now come up onto your toes. And let's come up once again, lift up, clasp the hands, work onto the shoulders, stretch as high as you can go. Lift, 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 lift. And then slowly drop down those heels. Keep the height. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pass, hands to the side, come off the shoulders, and slowly work your way down. Lovely. Let's straighten out the legs. Take your arms above your head, hold them to your elbows. I'm going to work over to the right side. So stretching over to the right, big stretch, crescent moon. Stretch into those feet, keep the heels together. And let's work over to the other side, stretching over. Come back to the center, and let's bring the knees back in. Hug them at the shins. Nice big stretch. Okay, from here, you're going to take your arms out to the side, palms are facing down. Bring in the knees directly above your hips, feet are together, flexed, and your ankles touching. You're going to work into Jathara Padottanasana, so your side movement with the hips. So I want you to turn your knees to the right side, abdomen towards the left. Keep the shoulders nice and flat, and let's work the knees over to the armpits. So working over, work over, hold, and come back to the center. Change direction to the left side, and slowly working over towards that armpit. And back to the center. Let's go over towards the right, work over towards the armpit, back to the center, and over towards the left, and back to the center. Let's try with straight legs, see how you do. If it's too hard, you can go back to the bent knees. So right, and let's work towards the hands, and up. Working over towards the left, to the hands, and up. If you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can bring your palms facing up. Let's do it once more. Feet over towards the right, and up, and over towards the left, and up. Wonderful stuff. Hug those knees, cross the ankles, and when it comes seated, all the way up into Dandasana. So Dandasana, you're making sure that you're sitting onto your sitting bones. Your legs are nice and straight. Sitting up straight and tall. Pull the navel in. Fingertips are just on the floor beside you. And you're sitting up straight. From here, relax the shoulders. Tighten through the core. And let's point into the toes. And straighten. And point. And straighten. Once more, point. And straighten. Now keeping that nice height. Let's take our arms up, big stretch. And down. And arms up. And down. I'll start taking a one jacket. And once again, arms up. And down. Lovely. I'll work this way just like I work towards you. So arms up and down. So we're going to work into sitting onto our sitting bones. I want you to feel as if there's it's a two-prong plug. So let's cross one ankle in front of the other in Sukhasana, our free pose. So you've got your one heel down and the other heel down, ankles nicely placed in front, sitting right down on the sitting bones. You want to get right down. We're going to place our hands in front of you, and you want to try and be able to straighten through the back. So you're pulling in that core, lengthening up, but relaxing the shoulders. Keeping the buttocks down, that is the whole idea here. So you want to keep down the buttocks, you don't want to round the back, you want to lengthen through the spine. And you want to slowly work yourself forward. If you feel your buttocks coming off, go back down. So keeping the buttocks down, lengthening forward, releasing the back, pulling in through the core, and trying to work where you can go to. So you won't get very far. We'll do this at the end of the class to see how much you've improved. Let's just work a little bit into it. So keep pushing down, pull the navel, relax the shoulders, and just work your way. Hold it here. Breathing into it. And then slowly coming up. Let's try the other side. So let's change the cross to your unnatural cross. One ankle in front of the other. Knees down as much as possible. And bury down those sitting bones. Once they're down, pull navel in, shoulders back and down. Lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders. And let's start to work forward. Now obviously this is quite hard. You've got to think about it. There's smoke, clearly. So just working into it, relax, pull back a little bit if you feel your buttocks comes off, and feel the difference of the two different sides. So you might feel your hip is slightly higher on one side, you might find a little bit of sclerosis. Just feel the difference on the two different sides. Lengthening, Pulling in, dropping down the tailbone. We're really working to some spinal care here. Work to your maximum as you are here. Relax shoulders, tightening in, lengthening. Tailbones really push down. And then let's slowly go up into our hands and knees. So once you're on your hands and knees, hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. If your knees do become sore, you can use a little knee pad, or you can use a blanket, place something underneath the knees. And let's work onto our hands and knees. So hands are directly underneath, knees are directly underneath, and we're going to work into our cat and cow. So lengthening through the back, I don't want any arching, I want straight, so pull the navel in, come out of the shoulders, and let's work with our breath. So inhale, looking up, exhale, round in the back, looking at the navel all the way down. Inhale, flattening out, looking up, and exhale, rounding back and down. Once more, inhaling, lifting up, and exhale, rounding down. Come back to the center. So we can do a little bit of movement with the back to understand a little bit more how the back moves. So I want you to make sure you're nicely centered and square. And we're going to start off by bending the right elbow and moving. Don't arch the back stays straight. Working in circles with the buttocks. So it's flat back and just going around. As you do this, I want you to see if you are working too much into the shoulders. So we're just going round and round. See that you're not pushing too hard onto that left arm. So it's a light movement and you're working side to side. We're going to change directions. Right arm is bent. Okay. Now come back to the center. Now we're going to straighten both arms. And I want you to see the difference if you're pushing down in these arms. So go one direction. I want you to get as light as you can. So when you go back, you can actually feel how light you are. I'm so light, I don't even have to have my hands on the floor. One direction. So my hands are light. And let's change direction. Very light. Very, very light. Tighten that core, pull it in, straighten through the back. And come back to the center. Now into the left side. So left elbow bends. Don't be too hard on the right. And let's go one direction. I'm not arching, pulling in my buttocks. I'm just keeping it straight. Trying to be light once again. Now I'm changing sides, working the other way. Trying to relieve my back from anything. So tighten the core, bring it in, and then back to the center. Now we're going to try to really relieve the back. So it's a Kundalini circle. I want to work all different angles. So I want you to bend the elbows and do figure eights. Go all the way around, do whatever you want. You can work the neck, work it all around. Keep moving through it. Rounding, arching, working back, working forward. All different movements. Feel all the different directions. Nice movements. Beautiful. And coming back to the center. Stopping right here. So from the space, I want you to focus on lengthening, coming out the shoulders, tightening through the core, flattening the back. You're going to take your right leg, you're going to stretch it out behind you. Make sure it's not up here, you're dropping through the hip and you're flexing into the heel. You're going to bring the knee in without moving your buttocks. So you bring it in, nice and still, and out. Just do 4 of them. Bring it in, and out, and in. And out, one more. In now, making sure I'm not pushing on my shoulders, so I'm tightening through the core and coming out, stretch it out. Let's change over to the left side. So, left foot comes in, No arching, just stretching out. In and out. And in, out. Once more. In and out. Placing down. We're going to do a line, so from the bottom up to the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right leg up, work it over to the left. I'm not arching through, I'm straightening. So taking that foot down to the left side and up to the right. Down to the left, not arching too much, and up to the left. Hips are staying straight as much as I can. Down and up. Down and up. Last one, down and up. Beautiful. Placing down behind my left foot, facing out. I'm going to turn, so I've got my foot facing perfectly parallel with that edge of the mat. I'm going to open up to the side. So I'm working to Vavishtisana, our side plank. Ideally, you want to have your knee perfectly in line, in a straight line behind the arm. And you want to lift the arm up. If you can, you want to look up to the ceiling. And we start to bring up the back leg. So as I bring it up, I flex into that foot. I'm going to lift up as high as I possibly can and then come down just slightly. Up and down and up and down. Up, sorry, and down. Up and down. Up, down, up, down. Now I'm placing down that foot. I'm going to come up onto this knee, turn it out to the side. So I'm perfectly straight here. My side foot, I want to turn it out to face over. I'm going to just turn myself to face you. So this is where I am, okay? If you need something underneath that foot, for example, you need a block, you place a block because I want that foot flat onto the floor. So your block will have your foot up or onto the floor. From there, straight line, straight leg, arms out. Pull the navel in, you should get a nice perfect line stretching out to the side. Keeping it up, we'll work over to the right, so stretching over, over. Make sure you're not forward or back or your buttocks are sticking out. Working over. If you need a block, I'm going to put my foot just there on the block so it gives me more comfort. Working over, placing my right hand down, left arm up. From there, we're going to start to work over. Shoulders are stacked. Stretching over as far as you can go. Stretch and lengthen. Stack the shoulders, don't push the buttocks up. Stretch and lengthen. Work into it, breathe. Nice deep breathing. Padangusthasana, bar across the gate. Great for your liver, your spleen, your kidneys, and for lower back problems. Stretch it out, lengthen. I don't think you'll go far as I am, just work to where you can go. And then slowly walk yourself to the back. So in your case, you'll be walking straight out to here. Okay, I'll be walking out back to where you were. So let's continue. From here, we're going to take that left leg, stretch it out. Drop the hip, taking it over to the right, to the bottom, and back up. To the right bottom, and up. To the right bottom, and up. Bottom, up. Last one, bottom, and up. Beautiful. Place it now behind that foot. Put my knee pad under, it's a bit sore. Making sure the hand's still in front, you're going to start to lift up. I'm in a straight line here. Lifting up. If you can, you're looking up. And then from there, you're going to start to lift your left foot. Lifting it up. You want to slowly lift up as high as you possibly can go to the ceiling. And then slightly down. And up. And down. last one, up and down. Place the foot down and come up onto your knees. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me from the side. Remember, you may need your block. So you're placing your block down, arms up, and turn your foot onto the block.